Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, and coming up here, we got a preview Raiders-Rams Thursday Night Football. Today's show presented by the t-shirt that I'm wearing right now. True Classic Tees, making all the guys who watch the Raiders Report look a little bit better. 25% off your order at the link that you see below. I was even nice enough, or maybe Jeremy was nice enough, to put that link for you guys in the comments and in the description of today's video. TrueClassicTees.com/chat. So it was a big game. Huge game. Raiders at 5-7. Jesus, Tri-Van. Rams at 3-9. The Rams coming off a Super Bowl, you would think that they'd be a little bit better, but they're not going to have Aaron Donald, not going to have Matthew Stafford. They're not going to have Cooper Kupp. The Raiders have won 3 games in a row, got that confidence going, and even though the Rams are home, let's be real, this is a home game for the Silver and Black. And if you think that the Raiders still own Los Angeles, can I get a Raiders? We know it. If you're out in Los Angeles, pull up to SoFi, rep that Silver and Black, because I want this to be a home game for the Raiders. So not only are you going to get a preview here on today's show, it's been working, and I'm going to keep the mojo going. 5 keys to victory for the Raiders to take down the Los Angeles Rams, the defending Super Bowl champs. I get it. They've been bad this season, but anytime you got a chance to knock off the defending champs, you got to take that with a lot of pride. So make sure you join our watch party on Thursday. We're going to get the show kicked off 30, maybe 45 minutes earlier. We'll see. Could be an hour. We'll see. Turn on those notifications, though. That way you do not miss it. Hit that subscribe button. One person who I know is going to be there, Wild114. He was our MVP in week 14, right? Or no, that was week 13. Wild One, week 14. I almost feel like it just makes too much sense. We sent him a signed helmet. This week, we're giving away a signed Raiders football to the MVP. So make sure you're tuned in. It's going to be a hell of a time. That I can guarantee you. So 5 keys to victory. The first one's going to be a shocker, and it's probably one that I've never done before, ever on a show here on the Raiders Report. 4 keys to victory. First one, it's feed Josh Jacobs. I just got to keep this one as the number 1 key every single week, and I hope there's not people out there like, Mitch, you did that the week before. Mitch, you did the week before that. Spoiler alert. I'm going to put it on the show every single week, and it's always going to be the first key because he's that good right now. All 5 of the Raiders wins this season. Jacobs has had over 20 carries. He needs to get 25 to 30 touches every single week. NFL rushing leaders this season. Jacobs leads the pack, 1,303 yards. Next closest, Nick Chubb, Derek Henry, Saquon Barkley, and then Dalvin Cook at 927. Well, picking up first downs with your legs, last time I checked, it's important. And here are the NFL rushing leaders with first downs. Jacobs has 72. Nobody else has 60, and even better than that, you look at the next closest running back is Jamal Williams with 53. These are incredible numbers to me just to show you how well Jacobs is moving the chains this season. Then, NFL total yards leaders. The reason why I believe Josh Jacobs is the offensive player of the year right now, 1,634 total yards. Next closest, Tyreek Hill. And then it's Derek Henry, then Justin Jefferson, Saquon Barkley. People, the media talk all the time so much about all the other players on screen. And I don't think Jacobs gets enough credit because the Raiders are 5-7. But you want the key to victory? It's number 28. Get that guy and stick shift. Get him driving right now because there's no better player out there. There's no better player right now in the NFL on offense than Josh Jacobs. Now, today's show, remember, y'all, is sponsored by True Classic Tees, and you can get 25% off using promo code CHAT. If anybody out there needs an awesome stocking stuffer, you're trying to look good for the holidays, maybe you put on a few LBs because this is my favorite food time of the year. Is that the right way to say it? And these shirts are going to make sure that, they keep the beer belly hidden here a little bit. And I want you to take advantage of this deal because True Classic has helped over 2 million men look great in their tees, and now you can save big while you do so. Get 25% off True Classic with my exclusive link, trueclassic.com/chat. And the discount doesn't stop there. You'll save even more during their site-wide sale. Support our show and check them out at trueclassic.com/chat. They give you the wide shoulder and tapered bottom look that we're all looking for, and the quality of the t-shirts is elite. From going to the gym to your first date, there's no better look than the fresh tee. Get 25% off at trueclassic.com/chat. Free shipping included on purchases over $100. That's 25% off at trueclassic.com/chat. Santa won't be the only one slaying thanks to True Classic. You can wear the t-shirt. This is like the more stretchy material. Telling you, super comfortable. You can work out in these. The polos are the exact same way. Working, golfing, hanging out with your bros, hosting a show. TrueClassicTees.com/chat. Jeremy said some other word that begins with F and it ends in fucking. All right, let's go to the next one right here. Let Derek Carr cook. Seriously, there's going to be a lot of people out there like, I don't want Derek to overdo it. The Raiders are better when they play a little bit more conservative. They run the ball with Jacobs. I want Derek to play with confidence. I want Derek to go out there like he's wearing a True Classic Tees t-shirt, put his balls on the field, and let him cook. Because when that guy plays with confidence and swagger, he's a totally different quarterback. On top of that, since the Rams haven't had Aaron Donald, breaking news, Donald's an incredible player. He has really been missed by this Rams team. This is the Rams stats the last 4 weeks against quarterbacks. 102 completions. That's 30th in the NFL. 1,185 passing yards. That's 31st in the NFL. 8 passing touchdowns, tied for dead last. They've been terrible against quarterbacks this season. By all accounts, they have been that bad. Yes, I know. We had to update that stat. Now we're good. Take a screenshot, post it on Twitter or social media. Then you look at Derek Carr this season. Yeah, there's been some up and down games by DC, but realistically in the month of November, 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He struggled early on in that Chargers game, throwing an early pick 6, but he rebounded. He bounced back, and you're finally starting to see Derek pick up this Josh McDaniels offense a little bit, and I want McDaniels to trust his quarterback. Trust the guy that is the dude under center, because the rest of your team trusts him, and I want you to trust him here. Here are Derek Carr's stats on Thursday Night Football. 57.6 completion percentage, 1,727 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, 1 interception, 84 quarterback rating, and then the one that really matters, it's a 3-5 record. I believe that after this week, it's going to be 4-5, and I'm hoping they let Derek Carr cook. So with that being said, we got the pot, we got the spoon, we got the salt and pepper. How much cooking is Derek going to be doing against the Rams? How many touchdowns for DC on Thursday Night Football? If you got a pulse, if you rep the shield, you bleed silver and black, let me know down in those comments right now. How many touchdowns for DC? That's right, QB number 1. Let's go to the next key to victory here. Get Devonte the ball. Get Devonte the ball. Get Davante Adams the football. Early on in that first quarter against the Chargers, Raiders didn't put up any points. You know how many targets Adams had? 0. None. And then what happened? You started them targeting him. And good shit happens. He's the best receiver in football. He's definitely top 3. There's going to be people that are going to argue with that. But in terms of the Raiders' options going through the air, it's clearly him. Now, sure, the one play, Derek, targeted Davante. Matt Collins was wide open. If there's one player I'm okay with Derek locking in on every play, it's Davante. I don't really care. Targets, 135 this season. Receptions, 79. That's 4th in the NFL. Receiving yards, also 4th. Receiving touchdowns, 1st among wide receivers. Tied with Travis Kelce for the most receiving touchdowns in the league. The more you target 17, I like to believe it's going to lead to more good than it's going to lead to bad. And then remember how I talked about the Rams bad against quarterbacks? They've been bad against wide receivers as well over the past 4 weeks. Targets, 81 targets over the last 4 weeks. That ranks 24th in the NFL. Receptions, 64. You think about this completion percentage here, 64 catches on 81 targets to wide receivers. That's unbelievably bad. Receiving yards, ranked 30th, 780. And then 5 receiving touchdowns allowed. That's tied for 28th. They've also been bad against tight ends. This defense right now without Aaron Donald, a lot of other players, it's not living up to a Super Bowl caliber defense. So give me a key to victory for the Raiders versus the Rams. I give you 5 every week. I sit down, I think about it, I look at stats, I watch tape, I figure out how can the Raiders beat this team. And sure, I try to make it a little bit of a simpler list, but hey, that's what it's about. I want to know from you though. Give me a key to victory for the Raiders against the Rams. Let's go to the next one here. It's pressure in the quarterback. And I don't know who the quarterback's going to be. If you're watching the show when I'm recording this, I recorded this on Tuesday, so please keep that in mind. But Baker Mayfield was claimed by the Los Angeles Rams, the only team that put in a claim for him. And according to multiple different sources out there, they don't know if he's going to play. Schefter said that he has a shot to play, and if Schefter's saying that there's a shot, so you're saying there's a chance. Yes, I'm saying there's a chance. I also know this, though. The Raiders over the past few weeks have finally been getting some pressure on the quarterback position. And it's not really surprising to me that in the 5 Raiders wins this season, they've been able to get after the quarterback. And sure, the Texans game, but they're the Texans, right? And then you look at all the other games. The 7 Raiders losses, they have 6 sacks. Over the past 3 games, 3-game winning streak, this team is finally showing up. Chandler Jones showing that he's got a pulse, helping out Max Crosby. If you pressure the Rams, I guarantee you're going to get a win. And luckily for the Raiders, when Andrew Whitworth retired, they also lost a lot of other key pieces to that offensive line. The Rams right now are tied with the Chicago Bears for the second most sacks allowed. Number 1 is the Indianapolis Colts with 46. So not only is the Raiders' pass rush getting better, not only is Patrick Graham blitzing more, the Rams right now have allowed 42 sacks. Get pressure on whoever the hell is playing quarterback for the Rams. Now, y'all, I got one more key to victory. I'm also going to show you the odds in this game. Friendly reminder, hit me up on Twitter, Instagram. Y'all know where to find me. At MitchellRents365, literally everywhere. Over on Locals as well, doing some live videos, exclusive content, RaidersReport.locals.com. And if you want to compete to take me and the rest of our Raiders supporters over there, scan that QR code, enter our NFL Week 14 Pick'em Challenge. Winner every week gets featured on the show. Dan, I still need a picture of you to put on the show because all I have is a picture of you wearing or having a great white mask. Driving, you're throwing me off, man, for everyone watching live. Let's go to the final one here. Stay aggressive. I don't have any groundbreaking stats in this one. This one just comes from me watching the game. When the Raiders are aggressive, their offense is clicking. When the Raiders are aggressive on defense, they look a lot better. When Patrick Graham starts backing off a little bit and they play with their tail between their legs, they struggle. When the offense gets up big, we've seen it in those 17-0 games. When they stay aggressive, they keep it up pace. They're a totally different team. To me, and the best way I can say this is this. You play to win the game. Don't play to avoid losing. When the Raiders play like we know they can and they're going out there and they're being aggressive, it's a different team. When they just try to not make mistakes or blow a lead or give up a first down, it's a totally different look. Play aggressive. That's when this team has shown me the entire year, offense and defense, that's when they're at their best. Play aggressive, and you're going to beat the Rams. Here are the Week 14 odds. Raiders, 6-point favorites on the road. Total in this one over under 44.5. I'm taking the over. I'm taking the Raiders -6. It's ballsy for some people, but you know what? I'm ready to see this Raiders team get a dub. So knowing that, predict the score right now. Raiders, Rams. How would you predict the score? Raiders and the Rams. Let me know down in the comments, y'all. Curious to see what you got. So we're going to put a bow on our preview here, Week 14. It's crazy to think it's Week 14. Feed Josh Jacobs. Let Derek Carr cook. Get Davante Adams the ball. Get after the quarterback, even if it's Baker Mayfield. Stay aggressive. Have some faith in your team. Those are my 5 keys to victory against the Rams.